Now I am going to take up a topic on procurement of equipments and their maintenance in personnel management and legal responsibilities. Introduction. Equipment is the term for those items that are not considered expendable but are utilized over a period of years, such as parallel bars, steel dumbbells, audiometers, hurdles, horizontal bar, goalpost, running treadmill, ergometer, bicycle, etc. Equipment is a source of motivation. The most attractive and motivational source of student is equipment. A good bat, a racket, a colored ball, a swing, or a jungle gym invite children to play from their inner self. Now we have equipment. Equipment for physical education means all those essential things, necessary articles, clothing, uniforms, sports goods and machine, etc., which help in efficient working of physical education program. Playgrounds, track, gymnasium and swimming pool, etc. are also included in equipment for physical education. Now we have procurement of equipments. To ensure that required sports equipment materials and supplies are procured well in time before the commencement of academic session, training camps, competition, etc., the head of the Department of Physical Education and faculty member must take necessary steps in this direction. The equipment can be procured from three different sources. They are: number 1, through direct or indirect purchase from market; number 2, through Directorate of Youth Affairs and Sports and various sports association or club; number 3, through donation or sponsorship. The last two sources are occasional and easy to follow. The articles or goods received this way are taken into custody after the due inspection and entered in the stock register. The equipment procured from the state sports department or sports association may on loan basis for a limited period of time or may be on permanent basis. However, in case the equipment is procured through donation or sponsorship, effort should be made to get their bills and vouchers. This may be needed to enjoy the warranty period or placement of defective equipment or to put it for auction after being declared unserviceable and irreparable by the annual verification committee. Utmost care is to be taken up when the equipment is to be procured from the open market directly or indirectly. There is an element of accountability and honesty involved in using the hard-earned money of the institution and quality of equipment. As far as quantity is concerned, at least 10 to 15% more than the projected requirement may be purchased in order to start the next session before making the annual purchase of equipment. Now we have personnel management. It is an integral but distinctive part of management concerned with people at work and their relationship within the enterprise. It seeks to bring together into an effective organization the men and women who staff the enterprise, enabling it to make his or her best contribution to its success, both as a member of working group and as an individual. It seeks to provide relationships within enterprise that are conducive both for effective work and human satisfaction. After this, we have maintenance in personnel management. Personnel management should be designed in such a way that it will have the capability to respond to the changes, maintain a good relationship within the organization, meet the social and legal responsibilities. Management basically deals with all the persons working in the concerned organization who are responsible for the management. The main aim is to establish a better coordination between all the members from top level management to down below the subordinates who have better cooperation, better focus to bring out innovative ideas, their objective and understanding. We have objectives of personnel management. The objectives of personnel management in any working organization are to bring development of individuals, maintain a safe and effective environmental condition, utilize the available resources to ensure job satisfaction among workers. The following are the objectives to be focused in the personnel management. Number 1, social. Number 2, personnel. Number 3, enterprise. Number 4, union. Now we have social. Social objective is concerned about how the enterprise create new employment opportunities, how the productivity of the enterprise can be maximized, bring satisfaction to the workforce, avoidance of wastage of resources, and promote a healthy relationship between the human and the social welfare. Now we have personnel. Personnel objectives specify the needs of the member by providing job security, maximizing the development of the members, provide proper working environmental condition to the workers. After this, we have enterprise. Enterprise objective is to bring a balance between demand and supply of the personnel and maintain competent worker in the enterprise. Now we have union. Union objective deals with formulation of personnel policies in consultation with union and self-discipline within the enterprise. Now we have characteristics of good personnel management. Characteristics of good personnel management are: number 1, stability, that is appoint or replace key personnel executive with minimal loss. Number 2, flexibility, that is capability to handle problems encountered within the enterprise. Number 3, simplicity, that is balancing the perfect line of relationship among the workers. Number 4, objectivity, that is features of having definite objectives for all the levels or units in the enterprise. Now we have legal responsibilities. Legal responsibility is a wide area. As far as legal responsibility is concerned, we can generally discuss it by categorizing 3 areas like supplier, importer, and hire of equipment. So, one who belongs to this should first of all supply safe work equipment, whether this is new, second-hand or hired out. They should make reasonable check that the product they supply are safe, including, as is required in the most cases, making sure the product is CE marked and supply with relevant information, including the instruction for use. However, the importers from outside the EEA, which is of ready-to-use new products subject to European product safety law, which are not CE marked, will have to take on the full responsibilities for product conformity, including CE marking, before they can place new product on the market. This will also apply to the users who directly import new equipment from outside the EEA for use in their own workplace. Likewise, hirers have additional ongoing duties for the health and safety of the product they hire out in the course of their business, where they are used at work or not. These include maintaining the equipment, providing information on how to use it, and in some cases ensuring the product is thoroughly examined for safety because it is made available for use. Now we have legal and ethical responsibility of a coach. Coaches at all levels experience the pleasures of watching young people develop sports skills and contribute to successful teams. However, coaches also have important legal and ethical obligations to their schools and their athletes. Many of these obligations or responsibilities are natural extension of the mission and goal of the high school athletic program. Others are defined legally or are expectation of society for a teacher in a school activity. Legal responsibilities are usually well defined and are often points of emphasis in coaching, certification program, state athletic association, Department of Education and other government organizations determine the range of legal responsibility for a coach. These responsibilities usually are formulated to maintain the safety and well-being of the athlete and to maintain the educational focus of the athletic program. Mandatory child abuse reporting is a legal responsibility of coaches in many states and is a good example of a coach's duty that is mandated by a governmental body. Court ruling or other legal actions may determine other responsibilities. Providing warning to athletes and parents of the risks associated with the sports is a responsibility that likely accrues from court cases after a serious sports-related injury occurred during a practice or game. Failure to perform this duty may put a coach and athletic program at risk. There are many lists of coaching responsibility to be found. Some focus mainly on the legal issues and others focus more on ethical issues. The legal and ethical issues are not mutually exclusive as many of the legal responsibilities are based upon societal ethics doing what is more morally right. Preventing discrimination and harassment of athletes is a legal duty of coaches since these activities are illegal, but this duty is also an ethical expectation of society. Athletes in a coach's care are expected to be safe both physically and emotionally. Therefore, the following list of legal duties of coaches is very important representative of the many code of conduct and behavior recommended for coaches. Number 1. Conducting practices and game in a safe physical environment. Number 2. Use of current knowledge of proper skills and method of instruction. Number 3. Use of safe and appropriate equipment. Number 4. Proper conduct of short and long-term planning. Number 5. Proper matching of athletes in practices and game by size, experience and ability. Number 6. Provision of adequate supervision of athletes. Number 7. Provide warning to parents and athletes of risks inherent in sports participation. Number 8. Sensitivity to the health and well-being of athletes under the coach's care. Number 9. Provision of appropriate emergency care. Further, some of the few additional responsibilities which are included in the lower coaching authorization course on coaching ethics are also highlighted below. Number 1. Prevent harassment and discrimination by coaching staff and athletes. Number 2. Report suspected child abuse to proper authorities. Number 3. respect and protect the confidentiality of students' personal records. Number 4, report breaches of ethical behavior by colleagues. Hence, it is apparent that although sports is important in the life of the athletes, learning to be a productive citizen with character and social value is even more important. It is a responsibility of every coaches to teach and model good citizenship and sportsmanship. This should include respect for opposing team and fan, coaches, parents and officials. Achieving the goal of educating the student athlete about the relationship between the athletic program and the community is very reflective of producing not only successful athletic teams, but also caring and concerned citizen of good character. Another ethical responsibility which support the educational value of sports participation is that all athletes involved in sports must be given the attention and time necessary to develop the skills of the sports and for life. The focus of a program cannot be on the select few elite players of a team. A program should not be so narrowly focused on winning that the educational values of the program are lost. Helping all athletes on teams to develop the work ethics, commitment and social and athletic skills necessary for success in sports and life is perhaps the best test of the educational commitment of an interscholastic sports program. So, to summarize the coach's ethical responsibilities, it is useful to list some of the important ethical responsibilities that guarantee the achievement of educational mission of the interscholastic athletic program. Number 1, create a healthy and safe emotional environment free of fear, discrimination, abuse and harassment. Number 2, teach them more important model to be a good citizenship and sportsmanship. Number 3, respect the spirit of rule as well as the letter of the rule. Number 4, be fair in the selection of players for team and in the allocation of practice and playing time. Number 5, respect the role of the sports in life of a child and commitment the athlete has towards family, friend and other interests outside of sports. After this, we have conclusion. Equipment is a source of motivation. The most attractive and motivational source of student is equipment. Sports' ability to bring community or school together cannot be overestimated. Our schools and communities would be much less vibrant without it. In order to maintain the importance of the sports in the lives of the youth and our community, it is imperative that sports contribute to the educational mission of the school. If a coach adopts and practices the legal and ethical responsibility described, interscholastic sports will grow and prosper and benefit to all who had participated.